Hello, Virgo. Hello. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to come in the room. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to come on in, Virgo. Virgo, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a general for you, and then we're going to do a love reading. Now, I know for a lot of you guys, you are used to me doing generals, and that's okay too, but I haven't done a love reading in a while. So what I wanted to do is put a little bit of the general in this reading, but I was going to do a love reading today because, yeah, I don't want to neglect you guys on that. I want to kind of be a whole, all of everything reader and not stick to one specific subject. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of the general, like I said before, and then we're going to get into a love reading. I want to say hello to some people here. Hello, Sean. Hey, Taishim. Is that Keish, Kiana, D, Chantel, Crystal? Hello, hello, hello. All right. So now let me give me a second. I'm actually trying to decide. Sorry, I had to get up. I'm actually trying to decide which cards I want to use. I'll just use these for right now. I'll use the ones that I used yesterday, which is these. I'll just use these for right now. And then we're going to really get into the love reading, okay? Like I said before, I add a little bit of everything, especially with the work and career, but we pretty much talked about that like so much. But let's go ahead. Let's get into this reading. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out here for Virgo. Let me know if you guys can't hear me because I'm sitting kind of tall today, the way that I'm sitting. First card that's coming out here for you, Virgo, is Clarity. Now, I don't know. Did this card come out yesterday? I think so, right? But I'm not sure if it was for you or if it came out for another sign. You guys have to let me know. And then if you let me know, then that way I'll know where we're pretty much headed, okay? So let's say, thank you so much, Dee. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. It's something that you need. You said, yes, it did, Kiana. This is major. Now, I don't want to do this. I really, really don't. But you guys already know when it's repeated messages, we got to get another kind of card, right? Because you come here to get different messages every day. Now, we do have to pay attention to the fact that Spirit is bringing us to the same information. It's something that you need to know. There's just no other way to put it. It's something that you need to know. Okay, I don't know what that is for you. Maybe you need someone to tell you about something, or someone will make something clear to you if there was misunderstandings. I don't know. Okay, I'm not really sure. And again, it doesn't have to be an actual person. I mean, it could be a situation. So okay, so here, the fact that it came out yesterday, this is saying that Spirit is like, okay, tell them this again today. I know you're going to pull another card, but tell them this again today because this is what they need to know, and this is what's been bothering them. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side. All right, we're going to go ahead and get another card. We're going to see what's going to come out because, again, you guys already know I don't necessarily like to be pulling the same cards, you know, day after day. I don't like that. Here we go again. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, we're going to pull these two. You guys have romance at the bottom of the day. All right, now we're getting somewhere. So this reading really is going to be a romance reading, but I like the fact that that came out. Now, we've talked about travel so much, and even if it doesn't happen right now, that's okay. We all know that Uranus is moving, and Uranus could represent travel. Okay? Now, this is what it says. There could be an opportunity to travel that will break up your daily routine and also help you discover and consider fresh ideas you hadn't thought of before. Either way, you're going to get your routine, this whole thing that you're in, you're going to get out of that. Okay? It's going to break you out of some type of monotonous energy. Now, this is in harmony with that clarity. I said it, right? Right before I said it. And this is what it says. People may be playing mind games with you or leaving out information on purpose, which could lead to confusion and frustration. Be smart and decide if it's worth playing back. I don't know who the hell this is. I am not sure. You know what this means for you. And uncertainty, again, like I said before, it doesn't have to be a person. Uncertainty can literally be a situation. You're like, I just don't know how this is going to work out for me. I don't know how I'm going to fare in this situation. It could be a situation. But if it does have something to do with a person, be careful about their motives. You know, take your time. It doesn't have to be romantic only, but it could also be friends, well, friends mostly. You already kind of know what's up with family. You're going to know about family because other family members are going to tell. Usually that happens. So clarity and uncertainty, that's like, you don't know. You don't know about something. That's what this is really showing me. You don't know about something, and it could be a little irritating to you. Now we're going to get to your romantic challenges. Now, why would I say challenges? Because that's what you've been experiencing. Love is yours to take. The person on your mind is going to make a romantic gesture and hopes to rekindle the love in your connection. Now, is this usually like a past energy? Yes. Is this someone that you're interested in? It could be. It could be someone that you started something with. It could be someone that you dated. It could be something like that. But it could also just be someone new. It really can. We won't know until we get into the tarot, because the tarot is going to tell all the tea, all the business. So just know a part of this reading does have something to do with love, because that's what we're doing. That's why we're here. All right, let's get into it. Let's be messy, Virgo. All right, let's get it. This is for Virgo. First card coming out. All right, here we go. Here we go. I don't do reversals, but this did come out in reverse. And this is making me feel like some of you guys were like, this was such a damn good opportunity for this to work out. Remember, this is a love reading today. I'll talk about money right at the end once all the cards are pulled, but we talk about that every day. Like, let's move on to something a little bit different. Okay, we'll get to the generals back tomorrow, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys feel like you either you missed out on the opportunity, or it's an opportunity that came about and I just feel like something didn't work out, or something didn't work out in your favor, because technically this is sitting in your past position. You were just like, you know, this is a person that I can go long term with. This is something that could have been really good. Ace of Pentacles is good, but it's like, why is this considered to be the past though? And I feel like it's something that you have not been able to let go. This is how I know that it's like, this could have been really, really good, especially being an Ace of Pentacles. But I feel like it's something that you have not been able to let go. Maybe you haven't been able to get this off your mind, this person. Because it was a good opportunity. Obviously, it was something about them that you really, really like. We're going to keep going. There's some unanswered questions here. There's some unanswered questions. Because, see, that's a part of that uncertainty that I see with you guys. And I don't know, it's almost like you're searching for answers, or you're being curious, or you're inquiring. You could be asking someone, or you could be looking at something or trying to find something out. It's that type of thing. I see you guys being very inquisitive about something that you may have felt like you lost, or someone lost out on you. It's something like that. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Virgo romance. Next card coming out. Interesting. You guys got the Page of Cups. There is some regret here. Now, the Page of Cups normally will talk about a message. And it goes back to that whole romance part where it says whoever's on your mind is also thinking about you. And there's this romantic gesture, and this gesture is this message. And this message can come in a text. It doesn't have to be this full-blown getting on the knee and I miss you, and I don't have to be all of that. Okay, I feel like it's going to be something subtle, but it is communication or contact, but it's a message. I don't know how that's going to be, but I do see it. And I don't know, I feel like you're going to be kind of like wishy-washy about it. You're going to be like, I don't know how I should take this, or that's how you're going to be towards them. So it's not like maybe you want them to text or call or whatever. Maybe you do, because again, we're looking at the Ace of Pentacles, which represents an opportunity lost. You want the person to communicate, right? But you're still kind of like, I'm not really sure about this type of thing. And you are absolutely correct in not being sure. I don't think that you want to be naive about the reason why they're coming back in. And this is also, you know, making you feel like uncertain, again, uncertainty, or if you should keep your options open, which I believe you should. Some of you guys recently have been through something. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you guys have been through something here in relationships that have caused you guys to feel a lot of emotional anguish when it comes down to love. There's been separations. There's been like, you know, differences where you have not been able to like come to term or agreement, especially if in marriages or long-term committed relationships, you just haven't been able to like have this peace. And a lot of you've experienced this even with dating, where you're just like been disappointed multiple times, especially with that page, because now you're kind of like I said, it's more so like you're in this freshness. And I don't know, I feel like this person is new for the singles. I feel like this is someone who's going to end up being new, but maybe someone that you knew about or know. But as far as like a love connection, someone you guys have been with for a while, I just feel like you guys are not trying to be stupid. Like you're in this energy with like, I'm not trying to be stupid. I get what you're trying to tell me. Yes, you sent me a message, but like, I'm not trying to fall back into something that I think is not going to work. But I don't know if you hear regret in this person's voice. I don't know if you're able to see that this person is guilty about what they've done, because someone does feel guilty about something that they've done. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Virgo. Next card. Ooh, Two of Swords. Somebody is feeling pretty guilty though, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't see it on your end, I see it on your person's end. You could feel guilty about something you said or something that you did. You're not innocent in this reading, Virgo. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're not. And you may have had all reasons, but maybe you feel guilty with how you handle things, how you've done it, how you approached the situation. Maybe it was some hastiness, or maybe you weren't thinking. Maybe it was like you acted out of reaction. I mean, not reaction, out of emotion, right? And again, like I said before, it's not saying that what you did was wrong, but I just think the thing is you should have been like, I should have paused. I should have thought about it first. But I feel like there's guilt and regret on both ends. I feel like there's guilt and regret on both ends. So it kind of seems like whoever is in your energy is trying to decide something at the moment. Now they're feeling guilty, and there's something that's weighing on their shoulder. Maybe it is about what happened. I feel like you guys have ended. Something ended. Like there has been something that has ended. And I feel like they're feeling guilty about that. Because subconsciously, I feel like they're not either they've been trying to move on, but they haven't been able to move on. I see something like that, but I feel like they're trying to decide if they should communicate or how they should communicate. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So it's like this indecision that they have. Like, what should I do? What should I do? I'm not sure what I should do. That type of thing. I like the fact that both of you guys like each other. There's this charm that both of you guys are sending off. There's this sexiness. There's very much so an interest here. But I'm not really sure where the disconnect happened, because that's what I'm seeing. It was like a disconnect. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into your energy and I'm going to go into theirs. So I'm going to see how you're feeling about what happened. But first, let's get your energy, theirs, and then we'll get the future. Okay. So let's see how you're feeling right now about this whole thing that has occurred. Now, for some of you, you don't even have anybody. We'll talk about that too. But let's just see what's happening with you, Virgo. Oh, had to show you. Oh, something took you by surprise. For real, for real. Something took you by surprise. You were like, what? Y'all already know when I see this tower. That's like one of my first words. Excuse me? What was that? What? Okay. Now, I don't know if someone got in the way. This could have been something that you heard. This could have been something on social media that you saw. There could have been a third party. Maybe y'all talked about that. It really doesn't have to be a third party. It could be maybe you didn't get together, or you wanted to get together and you didn't get together. But it is this energy that like something caught you off guard here, where you were just like, damn. Like, did they do that? And I'm telling you, this energy is different. It's really different. So I don't know specifically until I pull another card what that could have been. Maybe they didn't call you back. Okay, it could be that. Maybe, you know, they made a promise to do something, they didn't do it. Maybe they left you hanging in some type of way. I don't know. But whatever it is, you were just like, I can't believe that this happened. And it just took you completely it's just completely off guard. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Let's get another one for Virgo. Now, interesting enough, you got the Knight of Swords. I don't know. There's a little irritation here with this Knight of Swords. Like, I feel like your heart is broken. I don't know if you felt like you moved too quickly or you were impulsive about your speech, about the way that you reacted here. I kind of feel like in a way that's what this is. I feel like a lot of y'all want this person to return. I feel like if they do, you will be very approachable, or not necessarily approachable. Yeah, you'll be approachable, but I feel like you'll be open to them. And I know some of y'all are like, no, not necessarily. By this, it looks like it. It looks like you will be ready to have a conversation. Just based off of what I see, because I feel like you want this person to kind of mend your broken heart, especially with that Tower. You want them to be able to heal something, to have a conversation based off of what happened. Because again, like I said before, I used the word anguished earlier, right? And I just feel like there's been like something that has occurred that has caused you guys to feel this sadness, okay? And this emotional trauma that you've experienced. And some of you guys are still in this energy. I don't know when this has happened. I feel like it may have happened over the last 2 weeks. But that is what I'm seeing. But I definitely see that you guys are really ready for, like, really ready to connect to this individual. I'm not saying that you're going to be all the way open to them, but I do believe that you're going to have a conversation, or you will talk to them. That I do believe. Now let's go ahead. Let's see what's happening on their end. Let's see what's coming out here on their end here, Virgo. Now, this could be anybody, y'all. Okay, that tried to come out and it didn't. I don't know what it is, but we're going to put this to the side for a second. I don't even know what it is, but I don't want to, if it didn't flip out the way that I want. All right, you got the Three of Cups here. This person is still very much so curious about you. I do believe this person could be talking to friends or family about you. I don't know. It feels like there could be other people that this person is like saying, man, this happened, like, I can't believe that this person did this. I can't believe Virgo did that type of stuff. Or I can't believe that this happened. Like, we went through this. That's what I'm seeing. Because it feels like it's more so in that energy where it's like them having conversations about what has occurred with that Tower. Okay? Because again, like I said, I feel like, remember when I said that they were indecisive? And so now they're trying to figure out what they should do about getting together. Like what they should do about having a conversation with you. That's what I'm saying. And I don't know. I feel like they can't let this go. Maybe it's just me. I feel like, I don't know if you said something to them a certain way, but I kind of feel like it's, you will think that they will be able to let this go, because I do see that this person have options, but I just feel like this person is not able to let this go right now. Let's keep going. I don't see that they're able to let it go. Let's just see. Oh, I don't know what the hell you said to them. Wow. I don't know what you said to them. I do not see them communicating at this moment. Like, I feel like they're trying to intentionally detach because they don't like what you said or the feeling of it. Now, we saw messages. Like, this person is like keeping themselves busy so they won't feel what. And I'm trying to figure out, what the hell did you say, Virgo? I don't know what you said. I don't know what you did. But it does kind of feel like this person is like trying to detach emotionally from what has occurred, what has happened. So for them, they think it's over. Like, they think it's like done. They think it's done. They think it's over. Okay, from what I am seeing. So I do see that there is someone here that wants to connect, but I'm not sure if they're going to do it right now. Let's see. Let's check and see how long it may take. And you could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be also dealing with a Pisces. You got the Two of Wands. There's a 2 again. This person is in heavy doubt. I feel like this person does want someone who's going to be like a companion. I feel like this person does want to be around someone that they can kick it with, hang out with, that type of thing. But the only thing that I'm getting here is that, like, this person doesn't want to waste their time with people, and like they're very good about not allowing other people to waste their time. Okay, and again, I'm not saying that they're blaming you, but I do see that this is something that has happened that shook you up, made you react however you reacted. Like I said, it could have been you were warranted for doing it. I'm not saying that you were not, but I'm not necessarily, like, again, like I said, I see that whole coming back energy, so we do have to pay attention to that. But I just feel like this person is like not sure if they should reach out right now or what they should say to you, because they definitely believe it's over. Let's see. They definitely believe that. Now, the next card that came out is the Nine of Cups. That's something that I see. So I do see that there could be some type of communication. You got the Knight. Wow, you got 2 Knights. You got the Knight of Wands and you got the Knight of Cups. Now, I got to come out here and tell you, you're going to have more than one person coming up in here for you, Virgo. All right, so it ain't going to be just one person. I'm just saying, it's just not. It's not. Okay, there is going to be someone that you really, really like, that I do see. It's going to be someone that you really, really like. Oh, I just not noticed. You got the Justice card at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like someone is trying to make something right, but I'm not sure why I don't see communication. Like, I see it on your end. It's like maybe you're wanting it, but on their end, it's kind of like maybe they're not doing it because they know that they're not as reliable as you would want them to be. Like, you've already, stood your ground on something. So it's like, if I come back up in here, I know it's going to be problematic because Virgo ain't going to deal with that. So you got to be mindful. They are aware of themselves, and now they are very aware of you. And looking at that Knight of Wands, it is making me feel like this person may have a tendency to be kind of flighty, right? So it's not that they don't want to come back in here because they don't want to make things right, which I do see here with the Justice card. They do. But at the same time, I don't think that there'll be anyone that's going to be reliable. Now, that goes back to the card that we saw before, this romantic gesture and hopes to rekindle. But that's going to be up to you based on how they move. Okay? I do believe that it is someone that you feel very strongly for. I do believe that this is a connection that could be deep, but I also feel like this person has some kind of like cleansing that they need to do. I feel like there's something that has hurt them in the past, or something that has, I feel like something happened where they are needing to get over something that's deep for them. Okay. And you may know what that is for you. I don't know what that could be, but I definitely see that for a lot of you guys, this feels like this is like, this person could be traumatized, or this person could have been through something in marriages, or in a marriage, or something dealing with family. Okay, because I do see it feels like they need to be, there's been endings here with them. Hold on, I'm about to get your outcome. Oh, we did have this card, right? Let me see what this is. Oh, Ooh. Let's get this for Virgo. Person of interest. Oh, Virgo, you got new love coming up in here. You got new love coming up in here. You got the Ace of Cups. You have new love coming up in here. So, you know, the thing is, I'll say it this way. You are going to have more than one person from what I see. And again, like I said, I do see that you guys do have a connection that somebody most likely want to rekindle. I do see someone trying to apologize with that whole Justice card, but it's not necessarily strong. Like I thought it was going to be strong here. I'm not seeing it as being as strong as you would want to be. And that would make sense, the reason why that Page of Cups came out. The Page of Cups came out more so like some type of communication, but not like a full-blown something that you may be expecting. I just kind of feel like it is communication, but I don't know if you're going to allow it to go that far, or it's something about this person's behavior where you're not quite sure if this is something that you are wanting. Okay, I'm just going to keep it like that. And I feel like another reason why you guys are maybe not biting on it as much is because there's another person here. You guys like literally have another person. And they're dealing with other people too. So I don't want you guys to think that they were just waiting for you. I feel like they have been guilty, but I also feel like they've been distracted and dealing with other people from what I'm seeing. Okay. Now I would say that there is someone in particular. Let me get your future. My bad. This is for Virgo. Thank you. You got the Three of Pentacles. You guys can't see that, so we'll sit that here. I'm going to say something. There is someone from your past. Now, this is interesting because now that kind of goes in harmony with this romance. There is someone I feel that you connected with, but it's like you guys talked or something like that, like you connected with them, but it didn't really go anywhere. I don't know how you guys disconnected. I don't know what happened, but they're still a stranger to you. It's like you know about them, you knew of them, but you don't know them like that. But they were like a romantic interest. They were a love interest, someone that you were interested in. That's who I see coming back up in here. I don't think that this is anybody that you dated. From what and this is why I'm looking at this, because I'm kind of like, this doesn't feel like a history thing. And that's true, because it doesn't feel like you guys have history with this person. That's why you're naive to this person's energy and who they are with those cards. So I'm thinking that this is correct. This feels like this is someone that you guys had interest in, and it did not jump off the way you wanted to. I don't know what came in between. I don't know what happened. Could have been some type of drama. Like I said, could have been some type of misunderstanding or something like that. But that's the person that I'm seeing, which is very descriptive, which I usually don't get that descriptive, but it's the way that the cards fell. Okay, it's the way that the cards fell out. Now, one thing that I am going to say, remember when I said you had two people? Okay, you guys got multiple people in this reading. Like, the truth of the matter is, if you are experiencing, and even in the future, I do see it, if you guys experience any kind of negativity where you feel like there is things that are getting in the way, where you feel like the other person isn't really giving you a lot of attention, or they're not investing in you the way that you want, I'm sorry. I do see you walking away from somebody. Remember, there's at least two people, and whoever this other person is who isn't investing in you, maybe it's other people hanging around. Okay, I see you walking away from one person. I think that you're just going to let it go. You're just going to kind of let it go and just move on, because that's what I'm saying. I feel like you're moving on from someone, and this is not going to be an issue. So maybe there is someone that, you know, depending on who these two people are, two in particular that I see, I do see that you're going to be walking away from someone in particular that isn't giving you exactly what you are desiring. And that's how this is going to end up being. I do see that you're very desirable. I do see that there's someone here who finds you very attractive. You are going to have, you know, more than one person, more than two possibly, who is going to be very, what is it called? Complimentary towards you. So you got some good stuff here. Like I said, I do see it. But, you know, remember when I said challenges and relationships, and I knew that was the reason why that card came out. I feel like the challenge is going to be the fact that things are not going to go as smoothly with people that you are attempting it to go. Like, I think you're tired of the whole ups and downs in relationships. Like, I think you're tired of the whole emotional roller coaster from what I'm saying. The whole splitting up and coming back together, that type of stuff. Remember, I said that someone looks like they'll come back up in here, but also be a little flaky. So I feel like you're going to be, not even feel, you are going to be moving on from the flaky person. Okay? Like, if the person doesn't get it, you know, you don't want to be playing that type of game. That's not the dance that you want. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these oracle cards here. We're going to see what's going to come out for the love reading. This is going to be for Virgo. All right. Now, this is going to be in relation to love, no matter what it is. So we're going to have to figure out what that means. I don't know what fell out. So let's see. The sun. Wow. Do you know that that the sun came out with the tarot, and I put it back into the deck because it was like 3 or 4 of them that fell. Okay. Now, I like this because we're saying what's happening in relation to you and your love life. And there is going to be something that's going to really make you happy. And of course, you guys already know I can't see, but listen to what this says. It says your plans will work out well, bringing you happiness and success, prosperity, of course, is what I'm saying. Now, we're going to go to that part where I said that we're going to see this dealing with money, work, and career, all of those things. Virgo, your money is going to be popping. Okay, I definitely feel like you guys had some type of issue financially in the future, but I love the fact that Ace of Pentacles came out in the beginning part of your reading, which is letting me know that there's something coming in here for you. I mean, truly, the Ace of Pentacles is it's a many different definition card for me, so I can't say in particular what that could be. And, you know, it has to be, this is a general, so I can't be specific. But I definitely feel like there's going to be something that's going to come in. The money is there, not because of the Ace of Pentacles. The money is there for other reasons. I do feel like some of you guys have been, you know, pulling from different accounts. Money has been reduced, that type of stuff. And so I do see that you are able to kind of stack up the money that you have lost. I feel like there has been some setbacks that you've experienced, that type of stuff. And so that goes in harmony with the sun. Like, if you've been experiencing this energy of no success, there's going to be success here. There's going to be recognition. You're going to be seen. Like, if you were placed in a box at your job and you didn't think that your boss saw your good deeds and saw your hard work. Here with the sun card, it talks about, yeah, this is what it is. They're seeing your hard work. Okay, this is what it is. All right. I also see that for you, your self-esteem is going to be boosted, your ego, because your ego has been bruised, and you see the death card came out. And so you have experience, like I always say, in this reading, at least 2 deaths dealing with, and it could be more than that, right? You guys already know I've experienced many, right? Actual, literal, and other things, right? So it could be multiple of deaths that you experience. So when we're talking about ego, we're saying things that have affected you on a conscious level, and also when it comes down to your self-esteem, how the light that's within you. And almost every, and I'm not saying almost, every adult experience that. This is not a Virgo thing. This is not a Taurus thing. This is a everybody thing, okay? So the reason why I like this here with the sun is because the sun is basically saying, now you have a reason to smile. It is the happiness, it's the warmth that you guys are going to be experiencing. And then when we get to love, it goes back to the feeling of being welcome. Okay? And so this is what I love about this reading just in general, because I do feel like you guys are going to be moving on to something better. And it's a new emotional experience that you guys are going to have, that the universe is going to be bringing in for you here with this sun card. So I would say that this is pretty damn good, okay? But this emotional roller coaster, yeah, that has to stop. Now, this is only one way of me reading. You guys already know I did not do clarifications. I promise you when I come back, when we do another love reading, we're going to do clarifications. That is usually a longer reading. I'm trying to keep the reads under 30 minutes. Maybe I'll do a 15-minute one where it's possibly only 4 cards, and we'll just do the clarifications. We'll do it that way, okay? But this is what I have for you here, Virgo. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're interested in a personal reading, all of that is down below. I'll see you guys back here again soon. Bye, guys.